We're
late. But I started on time.
You're late.
You're listening to WRFB Radio Free Britannia. And no other better freaking place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
This is Jack. Welcome to Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to. Studio, we are joined by none other than...
Casey Cupcakes. It's Corona.
Welcome,
Welcome, gentlemen.
Old fart hiding in the background.
I'm not here.
He's not here today.
Carrie's not here today.
Dave's not here, man.
She's hanging out in the sitting room.
Yeah.
She's afraid.
Oh, she might be at work, actually. I don't know. It's unusual for her to be hanging out as it was the last couple of days.
She stays up late.
You actually have real jobs out there in the world.
There's an update available from my Discord. Yay, I'll have to do that at some point after the show.
Yeah. All sorts of interesting updates out there in the world. We got people looking for sausage. We got people playing on the QA, which was a big surprise last night. We got pre-R30 release instructions for those of you with Dev Plus access. Of course, we've got yesterday's stand-up corner. We've got all sorts of stuff to talk about here today. And of course, it's Friday. For the record here, today is 2016.
You're only off by 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I said 5/20/2016. I can just read the freaking numbers that are up on the screen instead of trying to remember what month it is. It's 5/20/2016. It's right there on my screen.
Yep.
I still screw it up. I still mess it up.
It's all
but
good.
Yes,
though.
It is Friday. That's right. It's all good. The weekend is upon us. And of course, if you like pina coladas and getting songs stuck in your head, I believe we've been playing that one in the background throughout the intro here, which was totally unintended, but sort of intended. So we'll
intended by someone other than me.
Yeah, I wanted it to play as the intro on the radio before we broke in, but the timing wasn't right. There was another 4-minute song ahead of it. That sort of messed up that timing.
You didn't adjust your cue.
Yeah, well, we got off on one of those tangents before show, and of course I lost track of time, and the next thing I know, here we are. You know,
what? We would
over the intro.
Squirrel.
Jack's OBS not starting on time. I don't know what's going on over here.
Wait, I started on time again.
No, we were on time.
Yeah. Someone actually told me the other day that I am like the only punctual person that they know.
I don't know about that.
We told you that.
When it comes to doing things, I don't know. Around here, where I think we're about as reliable for time-wise as you can get.
Laz is late and Jack is the daddy.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, you know how I like to make an entrance. Fashionably late even to my own show. It's just the way it is. Got to make an entrance. Got to make it grand. But again, good surprise last night, although we had some complications. R30 pre-release in the QA just came out, and it was up and down, and we had some problems with it. I really haven't had a chance to test it all today for stability, but those of you folks who have access, you can go out and look and read all the new stuff that people are talking about and what's happening out there. And you can get into the QA server and check it out yourself if you have Dev Plus access. Oh, yeah.
Can't talk about it.
Just wait till Monday. Wait till Monday.
Oh, no.
Because I've of course was first thing as soon as I heard about it, I got in there. I went to check out a couple things, and I'm gonna let the public speak on this one. Of course, I don't think it's gonna be pretty.
Prepare your pitchforks and your torches.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be pretty.
It's all going to be scary.
It's again, I've already formed my opinion. It took a whole 5 minutes, and I'm not even going there right now because I'm going to give them a chance to get some patches and some other things done over the weekend, maybe, and see some shape work. But I don't like it.
Get the tomatoes and the eggs out.
Casey was a little bit closer. Pitchforks and torches.
Yeah.
Forget about eggs.
Oh, yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah. Bypass the eggs and tomatoes, go straight for the
that's right.
Burn this sucker down.
This Casey can make some cupcakes with those eggs and tomatoes, for crying out loud. We don't want to be ruining perfectly fine ingredients.
Yeah, I gotta quit this. I gotta quit this damn thing real quick. Before I start talking about it. The QA server.
Oh yeah. Well, again, if you just went out and went into combat for a couple of minutes, it's all you need to see. But I'm going to wait for everybody else to start chiming in because I know nobody was expecting it last night. I do know a handful of people went in, and some people are juiced about it. Some people are like, oh, great. They fixed this. They fixed that. And I'm like, no, they didn't. You just like the pretty new graphics that are really annoying. But anyway, moving right along.
Moving right along, let's go ahead and talk about sausage.
Let's talk about sausages. Now, this actually made, you want to start with the Daily Britannian? Because that's where I found it. It made the front page of today's NBNN Daily Britannian out there. And I do like to peruse our newspaper just to see if there's anything interesting from time to time.
I just love the fact that it randomly pulls threads from the forums.
Well, I mean, I could go and insert, what I want in there, but of course, I like the fact that I was able to set it up to pull. And what it does is it pulls, what the most recent things are and what the latest things are. Sometimes you'll get a thread from 3 months ago that somebody commented on, and it brings an old thread back to new life.
Yep.
So I really enjoy the fact that it does that. But yeah, then we get some other fun stuff that pops up in there. And of course, we get things from outside of Shroud and Avatar too. We get other games and other news from the gaming world out of there. Well, let's show that to the folks up here.
So it goes to the link for I used to be able to buy those hanging sausages from any meat seller, but I can't find any seller who does them anymore. And then from there, people are going to be telling them where they can be found in game.
Setting himself up there.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I thought they used to be stealable. I thought you had to go steal the sausage.
Yeah.
Hide it, then you gotta go hide it.
And then you had to go hide it because it was stolen. That's right.
Well, you hide the sausage.
But
let the Oracle catch you playing with the sausages.
Yeah, I do love the third comment. That his comment. Yes, we all do love a mighty sausage. Actually, comment there.
No.
Hey, I didn't say it, man. I'm just reading what they're writing out
I'm
here.
telling you.
Yeah, this is public information, folks.
Well, not only that, but Gabriel wants to be able to smoke his own sausage.
Absolutely. Now he should talk to Led Zepp about smoking some sausage.
Yeah,
I need a lot of grease. A lot of grease, man. I'll do it.
What the hell are you talking about, man?
Nut butter. Come on, nut butter. Get with the program.
Yeah. So today's show is all about sausage.
Sausages.
Yep. And Casey wants everybody to know.
Today's show is brought to you by Pepperidge Farms.
Sausages.
Yeah. And welcome to the channel, Carrie. Glad you could make it.
She did slip in quietly out there.
She heard we were talking about sausage, so she slipped in.
Yeah, well, she came right on after that.
She likes being the only girl in the sausage fest that we have here.
Well, that's not true. Because when her and Justin get together in here, man, it becomes brutal. I'm telling you.
It's even better when a
These
Cliffsman
folks
joins
have
us.
no idea what these ladies are like behind the scenes. I'm telling you. Yeah. And they're smart because they keep it behind the scenes, unlike us guys, we're just too
innocent.
We let it all hang out. That's because we have sausages, I guess. Yeah.
That and we like to make people laugh at work.
That's right. Now, of course, want to say hello to everybody out there on stream today, everybody watching, everybody listening, everybody joining us. Get those little formalities out of the way.
Hello, Kush Lady. Hello,
before we
Botox.
Derail it a little. Botox. Is Lieutenant Dan out there?
No.
I was shot in the buttocks. Not quite Botox, but you all get it.
Yeah.
Bad,
I got
bad,
it.
bad.
Bad lass. Bad lass. Bad lass. Bad lass.
Spank me.
Led Zepp's going to take his sausage and he's going to make sure that you've got the dry rub.
So you gotta beat me with his sausage. Is that what he's gonna do?
I'm gonna inject you with Botox.
He's gonna
feel
beat
it.
me with his hanging sausage.
Otherwise,
Yep.
feel it.
So I'm
And then,
waiting
of
for
course,
Led Zepp to do his moving right along.
Yeah, no, see, it's not focused on him. Yeah, when we start picking on him, he'll try and redirect us there.
I know. Well, I mean, Led Zepp does have the dry sack.
With the bad me off jokes and stuff like that, then we'll hear that.
Oh, moving right along.
And of course, Budner come in going, this thread was not what I thought it was all about.
Yeah,
it was.
And as I don't know if they realize that. Yes, we are making a news story out of it.
Yes, there is sausage that can be stealable in game. It's just up to you to find it.
That's right.
Yeah, I forgot there was hanging sausage in the game. I thought it was a joke.
No, it's actually an item that we have.
It's a real thing.
I remember.
The decorators out there.
I never touched that sausage, though.
It has decor and kitchens and stuff as they're building houses here.
I never had relationship with that sausage. Really?
I didn't inhale.
Slug bug.
Yeah.
Can you tell we like Bill Clinton jokes?
So moving right along.
Big Bill Clinton joke. Bill Clinton's going to be back in the White House soon.
Hillary for president. Yep.
Hey, I didn't vote for her last time, and I ain't voting for her this time.
Interns, be afraid. Be very afraid.
Be very afraid. Especially since he ain't going to have a schedule 24/7. He's going to be running around that place like crazy,
That's right.
I tell you.
So he's got to make sure that all the Cubans are properly moisturized.
Ow.
They're going to build a private humidor for it.
That's right.
Starr, anybody?
Okay, so since we're delving into
dry his sausage in the humidor as well.
Yeah.
Get him a smoker.
Yeah, so we do have a stand-up corner from yesterday. We do not have one from today as of yet. You ready for a stand-up corner?
Let's go ahead and get today's stand-up out there for the good folks today, because it is one of those things we actually do around here.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, so today is May 20th. This is the stand-up corner and what the devs said that they were doing in their stand-up corner meeting yesterday. Over in the art department, Bob claimed to have been working on the Viking chests. Fletcher was working on the plain dyeable tunics and the founder armor cleanup and Viking cloak. Kevin was working on the flower crown and bugs.
Bug.
And helm integrations and update support. Leo the sound guy was trying to make airplanes disappear from forest sound effects for region 1. Matt was working on the NPC loot playing and bugs.
Bug.
And player move animation smoothing. Reed was working smooth. Oh, so smooth.
Smooth.
Oh yeah.
Smooth and delicious sausage.
That sausage just slid right down your throat, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Seen it done before. Moving you right along.
So you paid for that experience?
He paid to watch.
Never,
He's only
never
seen it
watched.
done before.
Paid to watch.
Never had to.
Okay, so Reed was working on the dungeon kit optimizations and bugs.
Bug.
And player home lights. Scotty was working on the Artifice Happy Dance and Artifice Tech Requests and bugs.
Bug.
Over in design, Brandon was working on Masterwork Crafting and Obsidian Merchants.
Hey, y'all are gonna love that, folks.
Oh yeah.
As you read that news.
Yeah, that one's gonna be the fun one. I kind of like that one. Dan is working on the player towns in Brittany Fields.
Ooh, we got more people plowing the fields.
I know.
Passing them around the office.
That's right.
Brittany's
Finn,
popular girl there in the office.
Sure
Brittany's
is.
getting around. Finn is working on animation support and the Spyglass. Fire Lotus had a community meeting and she's doing Fiona.
What?
Keith, I don't know. You just follow along, so that way we can interpret the news. Yeah, Keith was working on bugs
Bug.
and Novia.
Bug.
And our matey
Arr. Bug.
found a bug.
Bug.
And he's working on Brittany's Alley lice housing problem.
Oh, man. Goes that alley.
Lice?
Yeah,
Goes the alley.
Oh, where else is the housing gonna be?
I know. It's like in the back alleys. What else kind of things do you think or need residences besides bugs?
Bug.
Bug.
We gotta get those bed bugs back.
Yeah, Lum the Mad was working on Valhold and Estgard and Companion. Yes, we are all gonna die. Sorcerer Steve. I don't know what he's doing over in Brittany Wharfs. Planning to do something.
Bow-legged.
He's making it.
Crabs.
Yeah, hunting for crabs in Brittany Wharfs and bugs.
Bug.
Over in tech, we had Eric working on conversation
That's the
state
kind of crabs he's
upgrades.
hunting for.
I don't know. And NPC walking. Maybe he's going to speed up the NPC walking so that way they actually can walk with you.
Yeah, right.
So you don't have to push them along.
No, that's the only way
Push to
people
get
find
out of the
something.
way. That's one thing that annoys me.
Yeah, so Jason was working on code cleanup and item logging. Wizard Smoke was working on crown merchants and chat channels. One and Only was working on animation support and camera updates and the reticle. Tassilo was working on expiration accounting and PlayerTown's form support and Linux client support. And I'm surprised I have yet to receive like a dozen texts from a certain person who should be listening.
It's coming.
It's coming. It's coming. We just haven't gotten the right sausage quote in there for her yet.
Oh.
It's all good. It's all good. So Zach was working on crown crafting and durability for enchantments and tooltip polish. Over in QA, we had James working on regression and player documentation. Reese was working on sanity testing and customer service and a QA interview. Our production management, another group. Barrick was working on the release 30 post review and forums updates.
Where is he?
And community meetings. Maybe he's distracted.
Damn.
Dippy Bird was working on performance and QA build direction. Gorn was working on bundle plans and
direction.
Yeah.
Turn around. Go back.
Yeah.
Go back now. You're all gonna die.
Yeah. Gorn was working on bundle plans and Sketchfab direction and community and business. Hutch was working on Novia terrain and island player towns and released 30 tasks. Lord British was playing around in Jira Land, the land of bugs. In business. Chaos was working on homes and bundles and signs and customer service direction. And Darkstar was working on lockdown direction and released 30 post and QA direction and bundle plans. And that is what our devs were working on yesterday during their stand-up meeting.
Yay!
That's right. Now, of course, a couple interesting things coming in there. And again, for some of you people, here are a few hints as to what you're going to be seeing coming down the pipe here. And that's one of the great things about keeping up with the stand-up corner is you get an insight. And this is how Jack and I get a lot of our information by, of course, spending time reading the information they put out there. And they're telling us about things like masterwork crafting and obsidian merchants, and everybody's probably scratching their head going, oh, what are these things? Well, those are things that they're working on coming out in your next release. As are, of course, Brittany Fields, Brittany Warps, and Brittany's Alley.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just too easy, I'm telling you.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have put more thought in the Brittany Fields. But anyway.
Set themselves up.
But there's going to be, I think there's going to be quite a little bit of fuss out there when the folks start reading these updates. And I've already seen some negative feedback out there.
Yes.
Our friend Vaclav out there, I just found out. I just come across him and followed a couple little links, doing a little homework and follow up. You know, people who liked us and follow us. And Vaclav's out there streaming, and he's got a couple of topics out there on the forums as well. And he's got a laundry list. I mean, you think I'm bad? Vaclav's got a laundry list of stuff out in his post, and I recommend people highly go look at his post and see what you think about what he's got to say, because he's got a lot of valid points. And there's a place to go discuss those points out in the public forum for folks who are interested in checking that kind of stuff out. But yeah, I'm going to wait. You know, I'd really love to see where all these wonderful requests are coming in for all this stuff that we're seeing, and where this is being posted, that there's all this demand for it, because I'm not seeing it. Now, I don't know if anybody else is seeing demand for all this stuff and where all this input's coming from. Please point me in the right direction, because I'm not seeing it out there. So if I'm missing a forum or I forgot to, get into a right forum, somebody please drop me a line.
It's the same person requesting all the other things you hate.
Well, but see, herein lies the problem. I don't see any of it in any public or developer forum, but meanwhile, we're constantly told that these are all requests that we're getting from a majority of the people, but I don't see anybody talking about it. Now, I don't understand how we can get requests from the majority of the people, but there's no topics on it whatsoever. So I just find that a little curious, if you see where I'm going there.
The majority of the requests from one of the people is what
Sounds
Well,
like an
but it's
assumption.
not even in a Dev
Assumptions.
Plus topic 90% of the time. And again, I know there's a couple of people who have, then we got the non-existent PvPers, that and I shouldn't say non-existent. We have a handful of PvPers, but this isn't going to be Ultima Online. You're not going to see people out there ganking people. And right as it is right now in today's world, everybody and their dog and their donkey and their sausage does everything to avoid going into a PvP zone in multiplayer. So what's the sense? Okay. If everybody's just going to jump in the friends only. And
the only PvP
player,
I see is going to be the one-on-one duels in town, or someone that's got a PvP flag that goes AFK in town, and then from there someone comes up and kills them while they're AFK, or at PvP events. I don't see people hanging around in PvP zones at all.
No.
And
and I go out to them, you go out to them, and you know what? We go out to them in multiplayer. Why? Because ain't nobody there, and we know that, and that's what makes it laughable. In that sense, now you want to model and go after, a market that we just don't see available or viable for what we're, at least what I assume we were going after in this, MMO RPG, and that was role-playing game, not FPS first-person shooter game. Why are we going after all this PvP, and this first-person combat and stuff when 90% of the people out there are really not doing it? We're adventuring.
It's like they need to completely rethink what they're doing with control points as well as PvP zones, and make them actually multiplayer only unless you're playing the single player offline mode. So that way it's like, if you're going to go from one instance to another, you can either find the hard way to get around it, which is going to be the sewers, or go and get forced into a multiplayer instance and make it so that way there is a reason for that. Not just rewarding people with, hey, you opened up a flag so you can take control of this chest. No, not just that. Make it so that way it's like it really does reward them for actually controlling a control point and controlling.
Now, there was talk of actually making it so that a group could go in and take the control point and actually take control of charging for passage.
That was my idea. That wasn't the devs that said that. That was me.
And
that was me.
I know it was out there.
Yeah, that was me.
That would be great. That would be absolutely a great move in the right direction to.
That's sort of because you're from New York, Laz.
Was that?
That's just because you're from New York. Protection money, right?
Well, in New York, you either went to some places or you didn't go to some places, and if you went to some places, you were either heavily armed or you were freaking crazy. One of the two, or both. As it may be. But I tell you what, back in my day, I didn't stop me from walking in the neighborhoods, and I would walk in the neighborhoods that I was supposedly not supposed to be in. But back in my day, I walk into those neighborhoods and they look at you and they go, "That's one crazy fucking white boy." I ain't messing with him. He's got the balls to walk into this neighborhood by himself. That boy's crazy right off the bat. They don't even bother you, and that's just New York for you. If you're afraid to go there, that of course they sense that shit.
Yeah, they smell it.
It's weird, but anyway. But yeah, I don't see all the enhancements. I don't see all this move towards this. I just don't get it. And again, I'm gonna wait for the feedback on Monday. I'm gonna give everybody a weekend to sit here and play with what's been put out there, and I'm going to wait and see if they make any tweaks to it, because I don't know, if you thought it couldn't get any worse, well, think again. That's all I'm going to say. And I'll give you all reasoning next week, because it makes no sense. Justin had to stop me yesterday She's told me that I was thinking too logically, and I needed to cut it out because my train of thought and my logic just made too much sense the way things should work, and that just doesn't seem to go over well sometimes.
Sounds like a government agency here.
Thinking logically, right? That's like military intelligence,
Oxymorons.
Oxymorons that should not exist. Absolutely. Now, I want to move on real quick. We got the new Time is Running Out update. And, of course, we sort of let Scroda down yesterday because we had 69 days left, and Scroda was really excited about that number. But we now
I don't
actually
even have
have
a counter. What the
and
hell?
we actually now have a countdown. That's right. We have a countdown to Final Wipe up here on the main page now. We now have 68 days, 11 hours, 27 minutes, and 25
it's ticking.
seconds.
Look at that.
It's
Look at that.
ticking down, people. So
Yeah.
for anybody who's had any doubt that they may be changing that date up, I think this sort of gives people a little bit more rock solid feeling that they're going for it. This is going to be the final wipe, and they're going to try not to screw the pooch on it and do it once and get it right.
Oh, time
Now,
reset.
come on. Everybody knows that we've been down that path. We've, explored that possibility. And even they've left that open as a possibility that we may have to do a re-roll if something screws up royally. Now they're gonna do everything in their power possible to avoid that from happening. A lot of people said, "Oh well, what if they find a massive bug? What if they do this?" I says, "Well, that's always a possibility, and they haven't closed that door either." But this gives us something a little bit more rock solid, as it may be. We are actually shooting for this date and time, and this is when it's going to happen. It's official. When they put a counter up, it's official. Come on, didn't you know that?
It's ticking. It's ticking.
Something like
Look at
that.
it.
Something like that.
I know BMC Guild has had a countdown going for, I don't know, the last year and a half, something like that.
Oh, it's changed a few times too.
Yeah, well, updated with the times, but nonetheless, they've had it out there.
68 days.
68 days. It can't get here soon enough.
But that also
seems like
reminds
it was-
me that we need to discuss a certain crime wave once again before the weekend.
Wasn't me. It wasn't me, man.
Crime wave hits Novia. Stop the press.
That's what the oracle's for, Jack.
Yep.
Yeah,
we need
I
a
thought
crime
we-
wave to hit Novia, but we need to talk about it again because the end of this is Sunday, and before we go into the weekend,
Sunday.
because there are $20 worth of store credit, and we are trying to help our decos, Justin, cough cough, make sure that they have enough items to actually fill these lots. So you are wanted for helping hometown Britannian citizens. There is a reward of 20 store credits for the person that brings the most items. And they need pewter mugs, plates, bowls, wooden mugs, plates and bowls, ceramic mugs, plates and bowls, and everything that is not nailed down. Food, jars, sacks, pitchforks, anything stealable and placeable.
That's right.
That includes the mysterious sausage. Yeah, that is right.
Hanging sausages.
I can help with that.
Sausages.
And I can tell you exactly where the sausage is not. In Led Zepp's
in
possession.
Oh, shit. Here it comes.
It's not in Led Zepp's pants.
Let me right along.
So, Hometown is currently seeking your help. There are tons of chests that are available for you to actually go through and place those items that you have recently acquired around Hometown at any time. So please help our decorators out and provide them with the things that they need. And you can always contact Justin04 on the forums or Wrath Phoenix on the forums about having a lot assigned to you for decoration if you want to decorate a lot and get your name permanently in the Hometown Decorators book.
Oh, there's a book now.
Yeah, they have kept track of everybody that has decorated a hometown lot.
Yeah, see, the girls were begging me to come out and do a lot, and I says, nah, I ain't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Do a lot.
They even sick Stella on me and tried to get Stella to puppy eye me into agreeing to do a lot out there.
Well,
Do a lot. You know anything
all
about
she
real
has-
estate, Les?
that is super easy. In order to get Laz to do something, just show him the twins. Just even a hint of the twins, and he's like, okay.
Hey now.
I mean, that's what Led Zepp does, and that's why he does so much stuff.
Don't be giving away the super secret poison.
So you know about real estate, Les?
What's that?
Anything? You know a little bit about real estate?
I know a little something.
Put your hand between my legs and tell me if this is a lot.
It's not.
What?
That was a little special.
Lies. Moving right along.
Little special. So please go help our friends out in hometown. If you want to decorate a lot in hometown, please contact Justin04 or Wrath Phoenix. And then from there, remember, the person that collects the most stealables is first place is $20 store credit, second place is $10 store credit, and third place is $5 store credit. And that ends on Sunday.
Absolutely. Now, Hobloth.
I still need to work with you on those times, so when we're going to run the damn quest for finding the printing parts.
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll sit down. I got a handful of projects that I got to wrap up here today after the show, so I can get started onto the weekend extravaganza of boredom, because I'm sure not probably going to be playing on the QA. But anyway, that'll give me time to focus on some of these projects and getting ready to go to Hobloth. I can probably do it without the distractions right now as it is. But Hobloth, for those of you who are going, we're fast approaching. We're just, a little over 2 weeks away now?
Amazing. Yeah,
I don't
close.
have my calendar in front of me. I got to get a calendar up.
Yep.
31st? Was that the first day?
Week and a half. No.
Yeah,
First day is the first.
Correct. We will be there on
31st
Tuesday.
is just allowed to set up camp.
Okay.
Yes, we can start entering the property 5 p.m. Tuesday is my understanding, and of course that's to get pre-set up ahead of time. And of course, for those of you folks who do not know, we will be attending Hobloth, of course, and while we are attending Hobloth, we will not be broadcasting the show.
Nope.
So the week of Memorial Day, I'll be in Texas. Of course, for those of you who follow us know, Jack lives there.
I understand that it's only video streams aren't allowed. You should still go to audio stream.
Yes, we've got most of that already worked out.
No Wi-Fi at the property.
Yeah. So that would be
And
a
that would
major hassle to begin with.
eat up your cell phone data in like 30 seconds.
Well, that depends on what kind of cell phone data plan you have. If you got an unlimited plan, we might be able to actually get away with that, but I'm not going to try that. But we will be recording 3 live shows while we are down there. And we will put those out when we get back and have them for you, so you can actually see us actually doing our thing live, totally unscripted and in costume nonetheless. So if you all really want to look forward to a good laugh, we'll have some really great stuff coming out of Hobloth for you, as well as other events, and we'll be documenting the whole thing and bringing it to you when we get back, of course. And that's going to bring me to the weekend wrap-up. We've got to get started on the calendar. Of course, Friday afternoon, we like to bring you all the weekend's events out there, what's planned and what's going on.
Is that my clue to be staring at the calendar and doing the week up calendar? Why would I want to do that?
I mean, we could give Led Zepp a shot at it, but I don't know.
Led Zepp doesn't know how to read.
Trust him. I don't know if we can entrust him to actually read an event verbatim.
No, he wouldn't be able to do it.
Not that we read it verbatim to begin with. That's
I just randomly pick words. Okay, so our community calendar for the weekend. Remember, we do not cover media events, so we go ahead and uncheck the Ethervision Alliance. If it would let me. Well, we never read off when we're doing lunch with Laz and Jack. So remember, community calendar is provided by our friends over at Avatar Circle, and it is currently administered. It is currently administered by Kaizen Phoenix Fire. Since it is a Google Doc, or Google Calendar, you can connect to it. You can download it for yourself. You can do whatever you want to it. But if you want to add your events, you need to contact Kaizen Phoenix Fire or just register on avatarcircle.com. In order to do that, remember, we access the community calendar through nbnn.info and click on the calendar button at the top. And since we are covering the weekend, it is going to be a little bit longer than normal. Remember, all times are New Britannia time, which is Central Standard Time in that place that we absolutely despise, which you refer to as the real world. So tonight we have a mix of PvE, PvP, and I don't want to kill anything. So if you are available at 7 p.m. and you want to go kill monsters, you can join the Phoenix Republic and Kaizen Phoenix Fire or Malakis for their weekly PvE nights. That's between 7 and 9. If you are into PvP, you can always go to the City of Vengeance and slay everybody that you see, because it is an open PvP event that lasts between 7 and 8. And the person with the most kills wins. If you're not interested in killing and you're into Love Fest, you can always join Blowin' Bloodgood out in Caer Drockwich for Friday Night Astronomy. There may be a blanket involved, and what happens under the blanket stays somewhere on the blanket.
What happens above the blanket too?
And it also stays on. It also stays on top of the blanket.
Stays on the blanket. It stays on the blanket, huh? You got washing machines for you.
We do not have washing machines in this game as of yet. So Saturday. That was the events for Friday. On Saturday at 9 a.m. we have the Pax Layer working hours, where you can contact Winfield or Sean Silverfoot and watch them work on Pax Layer projects. At 9 a.m. is going to be the Second Soldiers Memorial Ball. That's going to be in Caer Drockwich. Last year, that's between 9 and 10:30 a.m. At 11 a.m. is the Church of the Dark Star. Out in Pax Lair, that's going to be where the High Priestess of Chaos, of Amber Rain, and Kaizen Phoenix Fire of the Church of the Sun talk about something. And I forgot something. This week on Wake Up New Britannia at 6 a.m., we do have Wolfton and Celine interviewing Barrick, our new community manager.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah, right.
I forgot about that one. No, it already happened since he records that in TeamSpeak. Yeah. Then after that we do have the Second Soldiers Memorial Ball Encore between 1 and 2:30 out in Caer Drockwich. So at 1 o'clock.
Who slept through the first one.
Exactly, that's going to be me, or I'll be at breakfast. At 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry. It's at 7 a.m. for the Wake Up New Britannia. Since those silly Aussies don't pay attention to Central Daylight Time.
7 to 9, right?
Well, whatever, yeah. Let me go uncheck Ether Division Alliance. Just for you, so that way we can make sure and get it. Saturday, 7 to 9, yes. Now I get to go check it again. Yay. What day am I on? Let's see. 6 p.m.
Still
on Saturday.
Saturday.
6 p.m. between 6 and 8 on Saturday. We do have the Port Phoenix Social Nights. That's going to be join the Phoenix Republic, or the Phoenix Republic, and one of their many potential events. That wording is very ominous. So contact Kazan Phoenix Fire to figure out what they're going to be doing and whether or not you want to participate. At 8 o'clock, we do have some PvP, a free-for-all out in Vengeance at a free-for-all bracket tournament.
Yeah, I don't know what they're thinking. It's a free-for-all, but we're going to have brackets in the free-for-all. Yay!
Meet in Vengeance, and we'll plan a location for a free-for-all or a brackets tournament. That's a little bit weird.
Or a bracket. Or. I got it.
I say someone shows up and turns everything into a free-for-all.
Well, it is a PvP area, right? So
exactly.
Anybody who enters the area is already...
Yep.
Now it is time for Sunday.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
Oh, is that my cue?
Yeah, that was the cue.
Sunday.
Right
At the Fair Park Coliseum.
Okay, on Sunday, we do have the early morning 8:30 Pax Layer meeting between 8:30 and 9:30 for those Aussies that don't like to wake up and stay up at all hours of the day. Zone 2 Winfield for that early morning meeting. At 11 o'clock is going to be the Hospitaller Weekly Voice Meeting. If you are interested in the Hospitaller program, you are free to join. And that's going to be in the PAX at Veritas.
It's my understanding that our community manager will be joining that meeting this week, for those of you who are interested in meeting up with him as well.
I guess they officially moved it over to Discord. Yay.
Yeah, you'll see how quickly that goes right back.
Yeah, you know what?
When they got half the room not showing up because they can't figure out how to use it. Anyway.
Click on the link and make it the active window. Difficult.
You know, look what happens to Led Zepp here. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's an easy solution for that. Every time we kick and ban him every single time until he actually downloads and installs the program. Here, I'll start off the process. Super easy. Kick. And then he's going to be like, I installed the program. And I'll be like, no, you lied. Come on, where is he at?
Yeah, moving right along.
Moving right along.
There he is.
There he is, yes. Welcome back. No, that's not him yet.
Heart Halla said you broke his heart.
It's all good. Okay, so the Hospitaller Weekly meeting is going to be in Discord until they decide to move it back to TeamSpeak. At 2:30 on Sunday, we have some guest ball training between 2:30 and 3. That's going to be with Seamus McGinnis of EVL. And then at 3 o'clock is going to be between 3 and 5, some guest ball games. That's going to be Zone 2, Seamus McGinnis or Sand. Then at 4 o'clock is the EVL, the Gauntlet. See, and we also know it's not the real client because it's the wrong color.
And it started off muted.
And he started off muted. Yeah.
I just installed it, Jack. There.
Lies.
Lies. All lies.
It's working.
So EVL's The Gauntlet is going to be a combination of American Gladiators and American Ninja Warrior. This timed obstacle course is run by a single avatar, and the fastest time is the overall winner. Competitors can look forward to top prizes every month from the winner and the runner-up. Gladiators will do their best to slow you down using a variety of magic spells along the course. And join us in the Hidden Vale at 4 o'clock New Britannia time in the underworld town of Chaos Caverns. Same location as the Virtua League PvP tournament and connected to Virtua Oasis. There is a brief practice before the actual event. At 5 o'clock is going to be the BMC Gridiron registration. Remember that it's between 5 and 5:30. Then the Gladiators Gridiron begins promptly at 5:30. That is a no holds barred one-on-one PvP tournament. At 7 o'clock is the weekly PAX Layer meeting. This is the evening edition where most everybody shows up. Remember, PAX Layer is not just a guild, it's also a community, so you are welcome to participate. At 8 o'clock is the final event of the week, and that is Fishing with Winfield, where they find some fishing hole somewhere and fish.
Fish.
Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
You know that one.
I do. Afro Man. I know a lot.
Hey, you know what? There's another button that I haven't tried yet. It's the ban one. And why'd you change your name? You spelled it wrong again.
Hey, now that's classic. That's classic music. Come on now. Everybody's got to love him a little Afro Man.
Yes, and that was the weekly calendar for Shroud of the Avatar.
So it's raining in game, and of course I'm getting the same thing here. I'm like in the middle of a major downpour right now.
Yeah, so
Just you? Or is it raining in real life?
What's
No,
that?
wait, your internet connection's still up, so it's not raining in real life.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. I mean,
that's been rerouted though, hasn't it?
yeah. Again, is after 2 years, numerous complaints, dozens and dozens of phone calls. They started working backwards. First they ripped apart all the wiring in the house, then they went outside.
Oh god.
And then they went to the pole, and then when they went from the pole to the street, and then they went from the street to the hub, and now I'm actually getting my connection from in the neighborhood over now.
Do you live in Florida or a war zone?
Yeah, well, you would think. And then to top it all off,
Florida
you guys
is
aren't aware
half of
it.
a third world country.
And for most of the country out there, for anybody who's a Time Warner cable customer or a Bright House customer, they were just swallowed up by another company.
Charter.
So Time Warner Cable and Bright House are going bye-bye, all being swallowed up by an even bigger company.
Verizon was bought out too. Verizon, AT&T.
Yeah, I don't know about that. So maybe this is sort of something that is going to be better because they'll consolidate and use better equipment than the old outdated shit. But that's just
right.
Wishful thinking. Hey man, you know how much sausage is being hidden down here in Florida? I just point you towards the Villages in Florida here. The Villages is nothing but a retiree swingers capital where it's just ridiculous, man. The old folks having more sex than you can ever imagine down here. I think I was talking to one of the girls, and she said, "My parents just moved to the Villages." And I said, "Oh, really? Did they tell you what goes on down there?" My parents aren't like that. I said, "Are you sure?"
Old person orgies.
Huh?
Scary things. It's like Led Zeppelin.
Well, wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Hey, now.
He's calling you old.
I know, I heard that.
It's the dry sack.
Let's go ahead and move right along here. Of course, it is the weekend and everybody's antsy to get started. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up our sponsors. And we're going to say thank you to the good folks out there. Of course, I'd like to start, of course, with Relics by Rild. Go out to relicsbyrild.com. And you can get all your licensed Shroud Avatar swag. You can get your t-shirts, you get your hats, you get your patches, you get your drinkware, you get your comic books, you get your coinage, and all sorts of other interesting things out at relicsbyrild.com. And of course, if you use the promo code NBNN, you'll get 10% off that order whenever you order from Relics by Rild. Of course, our good friend Jacob White, sodamap.com. Sodamap is truth. So says Lord British himself. And of course, If you need any help with your travel needs, I know Jacob White's going to be a busy man over the next couple of days because they've changed up the map just a little bit more as well. Spoiler.
Yeah, yes.
But Soda Map will take care of all your travel needs and, of course, help you out getting around with all those changes once he gets it updated for everybody out there. So check out sodamap.com by our good friend Jacob White. Of course, we got sodataming.com and sodacraft.com for all your taming and crafting needs. These guys went out and done all the work, put it all into a nice, pretty package for you. And if you want to know how to make something, you want to know how to tame something, like the level 70 calico, you can check these guys out and find out what you need to know.
You have to remember, cat wrangling is hard.
That's right. Cat wrangling is not for the faint of heart. So be careful because those calicos, man, they are vicious. Level 70 critters out there. But if you want to know all about it, check out their site, sodataming.com. You can get all the information you need. And of course, last but not least, our good friends over at shroudmarketplace.com for all your virtual vendable needs. Jack, you want to tell the good folks about the marketplace?
Yeah, Shroud Marketplace is the place to go buy or sell anything Shroud of the Avatar related that includes any kind of service that you want to provide to the community, just like our friend Scroda here does with Scroda's music service thing, where $1 gets you Scroda.
Everything you want.
There you go.
Yes. Yes.
Anything you want. That's right.
That's right.
Happy ending.
Happy ending.
No happy ending if it's promotion.
Right, Casey?
It's 1 hour of him playing around with music. So remember, Shroud Marketplace is going to be the place that you can go to register as a vendor, and you can sell your wares or you can sell your services. So if you have something that you want to provide to the community or people new to the game, like you were one of the few that was able to get a Hearth of Britannia cabinet, you could set it up for sale. And yay, people will look at it and go, oh, I want that, and I must have it. And then they will buy it, and then you'll be happy because you have received money into your PayPal account. Yay. So yes, shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go for you to buy anything Shroud of the Avatar related. Which brings us to our thank yous. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for participating. Let me go find chatties, that way I can see who else here. Hey, Dreadfully Despised. Although you're not talking. DD is in the channel, yes. Thank you to Mattis. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Change Tip. Thank you, Botox. Blood Omen. It's good to see you again. Akush Lady, thank you. I did not see Stella. Where is Stella? Yes. Thank you, everybody also watching out on Twitch. Thank you for those watching on YouTube as well. And thank you for those that are listening on the radio. We do this show for you. And you know what? We wouldn't have such an interesting show if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you for everything.
Now, Casey made a comment that I want to know I can help tame a 72 Pinto. Would you try and rear end it? But yes, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you everybody for watching. We do appreciate it. And of course, we are here every Monday through Friday here with Lunch with Laz and Jack. And we're going to wrap it up. We're going to go delve into the weekend and see what kind of trouble we can get into out there. So you guys, y'all have fun over the weekend. I'll check out the QA if you got the access and let us know what you think by Monday. We'd love to hear what you got. In the meantime, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And it's cupcakes.
And you I'm the only one doing the belly dance.
Carrie's doing it.
But she's wearing clothes.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, I can't hear a thing going on right now. But we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Stay tuned to NBNN for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy wild happenings, naked dancing, and anything else we can bring you here in Shroud of the Avatar. And we'll be back with you all on Monday. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back. Get in my belly.
Justin is the daddy.
Get in
So,
my belly.
when you're taming a 72 Pinto and poking it in the rear, what are you gonna do when it blows up on you?
Hide the sausage. After he plays, hide the nut butter.
Rears are dirty and forever unclean.
Oh, yeah.
That's just sick. Let's up needs help.